Hello, you beautiful people. So this week I've decided to play around with mirrors. So what I decided to do was to create beautiful three mirrors to put in my house. But unfortunately something happened, but you'll see later on in this video. Please remember to subscribe, tell your friends to tell their friends that you're doing DIYs on the cheap side. Hope you enjoy this week's video. So I'll be using a white matte spray, the one that I bought from Grand China. As you can see that I have my mirrors face upside down. Each of the mirrors was 16 rands. I also bought at Grand China. I'll be using a board that I had in my place that I was not using, so I decided to go ahead by spray painting the exposed sections because I was trying to save the spray paint, so I didn't see any need to spray the sections that will not be exposed for this project. So yeah. So I spray painted my mirrors with a brass spray paint. I mean copper, the color is copper, yes. So I decided to just spray paint it, the front sides, but I didn't show it on camera, but I taped it before I spray painted. So I decided to put a contact paper that was left over for a different project because I felt like the white was not working well with the copper spray paint. So as you can see, the mirrors now that are spray painted, but I had an issue because the spray paint couldn't reach some of the sections with the original colors of the mirror. As you can see, the other one, it still has a bit of blue that's showing, but for me, I do not mind it. It can still work. So for this next project, what I decided to do was to go outside and grab a branch from the palm tree that we have at our place. So I decided to start off with the end of the branch so that I can get the smaller parts of the leaves, because I wanted to create this unique kind of boho mirror that had different lengths of the leaves. And then I continued by cutting the middle section of the branch to actually have the middle part of the mirror, and by continuing I decided to cut the longer parts. You will see as the video continued. I also decided to just section them. I continued by cutting the parts that I wanted, or the length of the leaves from this branch. As I mentioned before, that I wanted like different lengths, and then the process continued all the way by separating these, and you need to make sure that you don't mix them to make your project easier. You will need a board, a small mirror, and then you can use the cardboard as the base of your project or the base of your mirror, and then you just start with the longest leaves that you have to create this project. So I went on by hot gluing them onto the cardboard. If you don't have a hot glue gun, remember that you can use any strong glue that has a lasting bond and it won't affect your project or your leaves falling off from your cardboard. You will have to continue this process. After you've done with the long leaves, you will have to take your medium leaves that are shorter than the long ones, and then you continue the whole process. And when you're done with that, you need to take your smaller leaves to cover the section that is exposed, so that you would have like the sun kind of layout. If you see any gaps, you just need to continue in by filling in those gaps to make your mirror look full. So this process is quite repetitive, so I would advise that you listen to music while you're doing this project, because damn, it takes a bit of time to create this. But I was excited doing it because basically I had nothing to do and it was late at night, so yeah. Let me show you how this project turned out, although it took a lot of time, but look at the results. So guys, when I created this DIY, I was so excited for it because I always wanted to have such mirror, because I always see these mirrors on Pinterest. But I'm gonna tell you at the end what happened with this mirror. So this mirror was broken and my landlady was throwing it out, so I decided to get my white clay and then I used my flip-flop just to create prints. And I'm sorry I didn't record the section where I rolled out the clay to make it skinny like that. But then I just went on with my flip-flop because I'm loving the print that's underneath the flip-flop. So I just went on by pressing it so that it becomes flat. You don't need to worry about the shape, it's fine as organic as it is. After that step, you will need to just stick on your clay onto the edges of the mirror to create an organic look. Some people, they call it a cloud mirror, but you can call it whatever. But all you need to do is just continue by sticking your clay, and you need to make sure that it's stuck onto the mirror and also behind the mirror so that it doesn't fall off. So I continued by using my flip-flop to create more texture on the mirror, as I wanted it to be organic, but the print is not that organic, but I love how it looks anyways. After this step, what you'll need to do is to make sure that all of the inside parts are stuck onto the mirror. And what I also did was So what happened when I was done with this last DIY, when I hanged it on the wall, unfortunately it fell and it broke into pieces, but one lucky piece was left. So I think I might still do another DIY with that. But other than that, I hope you really enjoyed the video. Please comment down below and tell me what you think of these DIYs and whether you'd love to recreate them and if they were super cheap. And as you know, we always doing things on the cheap side. See you next time.